What's up guys, Shouri here, and today we are going to the top 150 on our road to top 100. So today's episode is mostly going to be using different heroes and finding the ones I like the most, and I'm going to give you my 4 favorite heroes. And the first one I put first for a reason. Most people think Volt is terrible, and you are kind of right. His ability doesn't really do that much. It comes in handy maybe once or twice a game, but if you're someone especially who doesn't like to use their abilities that much, or if you play Shutter Island, this is the most amazing hero in the world because you get your armor back whenever you knock someone or kill someone, and then also it will let you reload way faster, which is much more important. The armor thing doesn't work all the time, like as you can see here, we do get armor back, but on the next kill we don't. But the whole time it'll let you reload, I think it's 50% faster. You also ADS faster. It's basically a multi-kill machine. You can get right back into the fight so much quicker and not really having to do that much. And the cool thing is it helps your armor, so you can go ahead, hit a quick bandage, get right back into the fight and go get some people. Also, if you ever have someone being annoying on an Emma, you can just go ahead, hit them with your electromagnetic thingy. They can't heal themselves, and it's just hilarious how easy it is to go get that kill. Right there, we do just go ahead and destroy the guy, and as you see, we basically just get our health and armor back immediately, and that is the coolest thing ever. But more than anything, it's the reload that you get, and also the ability to ADS quicker that is really the game changer. Because until you have your meter go all the way back up, it doesn't really do anything, but as you saw, it was literally lightning fast. That was just at normal speed. I mean, it is insane how fast you reload, and when you can just start reloading like that, you can go from one fight to the next over and over. And I just wanted to show there, it doesn't give you your armor back all the time super quick. That's the only part that has kind of an internal cooldown. It doesn't say how long that cooldown is, but it does allow you to do the reloads much faster. And once you level up higher, you can have that ability to surge for like, I think it's like 20 seconds. It's an insanely long time. So you can go through 2 or 3 fights and just reload instantly, going right into the next. A lot of people don't realize that the main things that's going to keep you, especially as you get better and better, from going into that next fight is just your ammo. If you can go ahead and reload quicker, you are just unstoppable, especially against players of a little bit lesser skill. If you're shooting them, they tend to panic, and you can just finesse your way into winning these fights. Most of the time, it really is just that reload that matters. So right there, of course, we do the favorite thing of mine is just putting out that UAV. Remember, guys, UAVs are your friend, especially once you have enough money over 20k, you can die, come back, and buy all the guns in the world you want. So there's no reason to save money past 20k. It literally is just wasting time to have that money. So I normally like to do it if I have at least 10k, because you only really need one gun. And the main gun I would get is an AR build that is the AR97 hipfire burst, because that can short range burst down people and also get them from longer range as well. So one of my main things is I always love that build, and then I usually will put it with something like a short range gun and an MP5, or a lot of people like the P90 as well, which is what we're doing here. And this gives you basically 2 short range weapons that are good, but also one that's good at that medium to long range. We have a 3x scope, and as you can see, we beamed that guy with this AR97. So even though it's made for hip fire, and by the way can 2-shot people with yellow armor, it's still good at that range. So right here, we are going to just go chase this kill down. We do get him to 1-shot and kill him pretty easy. We have our instant reloads up, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight down out of the gas, hit our reload, and then go for the kill as soon as he's back up. And we're just basically camping this buy station and going between the two. That way we know exactly where everyone's going to be and just farming kills, because I'm trying to go for my kill record. We already passed it, so we can't do it at this point, but that was the whole point, was to just try to go kill after kill. And the thing is, I average way more kills on this guy than anyone else, including Emma, which also gives you your health back quicker, but it's the fact that you're doing it passively all the time, and I just win so many fights going into like 4 people that I would never win otherwise. It's the whole fact of you being able to reload faster. It's so good. Volt has to be the most underrated character in the game. I don't think he's the best character by any means, but if you want to do something fun and new, he's definitely one I suggest you do. So next up is Emma, of course. She is one of the best characters in solo, obviously. She's amazing. That guy, we literally had no clue he was there until we hit the UAV, so that was hilarious. But one thing that was happening in this game that doesn't happen too much in solos is where two people will go in at the same time, and by using proximity chat, they will actually team up and call things out and not kill each other and try to get top 3 just by having themselves in that top 3. And that's super annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but we just ran in there anyways, and you can hear them calling stuff out. They were speaking Spanish, so I didn't understand what they were saying, but once you down a guy, then he's like yelling like for help. It's very obvious that he's not yelling at me, or like he's not just worried he's gonna die. He's literally calling for his teammate to help him, and especially once you hear sorry after you kill the guy. So it's one of those things that is a bit annoying, but you know, it happens sometimes, and it honestly just makes it more satisfying once you kill everyone anyways. So it is what it is. Right here we just keep going in, and we realize that we're in a lot of trouble because you hear these guys calling out. They're just all around you. There's just so many footsteps, and so I figure, you know what, the zone's moving in, it's all good. Where the end zone's gonna be, like dying right here and just going and buying new weapons is probably the preferable way to handle this anyways, so I'm not that worried about it. But we just absolutely clean up here, already having 19 kills. Like, these guys are just getting farmed, and this guy right here is just like calling out to his buddy for help, and I swear to God, that's the most annoying thing in the world, but it doesn't matter. And then the disappointment in his voice, I think I killed him twice, so he got knocked out of the game, but then his buddy does shoot me in the back, so that's kind of annoying. But we do go in, and sadly the buy stations were both in the zone, so we just had to go out there and just hope for the best. Luckily it didn't end up biting us in the butt this time. We were able to get it, going ahead and healing ourselves up to full, and then we have a guy right next to us, and I'm pretty sure that he was on top of this, and as soon as I saw that, we just go straight to it. We crouched all the way over there, and he had no clue we were there, so he got just absolutely destroyed by that. He had to be so confused. And then we do actually get super lucky to go out and get this guy without getting shot in the side. This was actually a really dumb move by me to even go for this kill, because there's people basically on both sides of the mountain, and I know that. So it's one of those things you got to be real careful for, especially with cars. A lot of the times, especially if people are teaming, it'll have people in the passenger seat, and then they'll both just jump out and absolutely crush you. So it was one of those risks we just had to take. I was pretty sure I already killed the guys who were cheating, one of their guys, so I wasn't too worried about a team, but you still got to be careful. So right here, we do end up getting the Nova on the bottom, and all we gotta do is get one more kill, and we are in the top 3 in the clear for the winning streak bonus, and we have 23 kills, so obviously we're good on our combat points. But we see this guy over on the left, and instead of fighting him, we're actually just going to keep going towards that wall to make sure that we're good, and they have to be pushed into us by the zone. Immediately we get that kill. There's only one guy left, and I noticed him over by that building, and we just immediately go for the kill with our long range AR build. We immediately pop him out of the sky, nothing he could do about it, for a nice 25 kill win. Next up is Zero. This is one of my favorite characters. I don't know that he's actually better than the others, but he is the most fun to play with. You can get out of things so quick with his ability, and you can also do amazing things, getting like chasing kills, getting to different levels so you can heal. There's just so much you can do with his ability that's so fun. And my favorite thing is when people will leave you down to res, and they'll let you res and then kill you, whether it's their own kill and they're just being douches, or if it's someone else's kill they want to steal, and you immediately hit the thing that blocks all their bullets, and then you just like hit the sword jump and get out of there. And I've done it a few times, getting the kill on it, and it's got to be the most satisfying thing in the world. And you know they have to feel so bad when that happens, because basically you're down, they could kill you, and instead they just want to either show off or steal somebody's kill, and because of it they end up dying. Oh, there's nothing better. But luckily we are able to go ahead and get in the zone. We have our AK, and we are using our AR-97 as our small range gun, and we are just absolutely destroying kids here. And it is one of those things where we're right on the edge of zone, and sometimes you just go in because you want that kill. It's not always the best move though, because people will see you shooting, you're taking zone damage, you have nowhere to go but in zone, so I don't necessarily recommend you do that. But I mean, I'll chase a kill anywhere because I'm an idiot. But Just one thing, I don't really want to pass on my bad habits to others. Anyways, we go in here, and right here we make sure to get both those kills, and we are trying to move into the zone. We're playing on the edge here because of where the final circle likes to end, and we're just in a really good spot. We have all the cover in the world from either the hill or the rocks that are next to us, and then we can kind of just go rotate over into the next hill. We are going to go ahead and clean these kills up. We also want to make sure our back's clear, because that is the worst thing ever, is just getting killed by that. But luckily for us, we are playing zero, so if we need to go up there, we can kill the guy just by leaping on top, getting good zone rotations. And if you like to rotate in late, this is an amazing character for you, because of the fact that you can just get into high ground real quick. You don't have to run upstairs and go around buildings. You can just go straight on top, and you can get to a lot of places that aren't accessible to anyone else. And so if you just really need to play in the late game and you just don't want to rotate in because you want to get kills, or you just aren't really confident to play in the circle early, then this might be the guy for you. So we are just going in here. It's a 1v1 for the win, and since I notice he's not on this side, he can't get here because of where the zone is. It's just an easy thought, leap over as soon as it comes up, and we're just waiting the 2 seconds for that to happen, and then we are going to get on the higher platform to give us a little more height. We just leap over, and then we immediately try to look for him. I kind of lost him on my minimap, which scared me a bit, so I did just wait for him, knowing that we were on this underside of the ridge, which is just a good place to go. And then we just go ahead, slide down the hill, and just stick the slide the whole way down. And then I see him, so we come back out and go ahead and get the kill. I hate people when they go invisible like that and they can't show up on radar, so it makes it so scary. But luckily, we were able to drop another 20 bomb, and then we are moving on to Hank. This is one of the characters that I see a lot of people play, usually people who just need the help of being able to hit people with your turret without you having to be able to aim at them and hit them. Not saying that all Hank players are like that by any means. I mean, he's good for other things too. He can hit people up close a lot better with things like SMGs and shotguns, but it is one of the things that I see happen a lot, where if you need just that little bit of help to aim and just little things that you can't actually get it done on your own, this guy is definitely the one for you. You can use your turret to help distract people, so you have a little more forgiveness because they'll kill your turret instead of you a lot of the times first, and then you can afford to miss a few shots, or it'll just make them die super fast. It's a good early warning system. There's just a lot of benefits to having his turret, and one of those benefits is you can put it in front of people and use it to just drag the aim assist while you get extra damage with your SMG, which he does great up close. Like I said, it's only 5%, but it is enough to actually matter. Right here, we are able to move on and get this guy with our AK-47 long range, and we are just moving in with the zone using our UAV to see where people are, and we're just trying to clear out the edge of zone. So we immediately go in, we go grab a Godspot building, which this is the best character in the world to play these buildings in. Not only do you have your good stuff to be able to hit with your turret, but also you can just sit there and hit them with extra damage with your short range gun. But also, we wait for that guy to go ahead and die until after the respawns go out. That way he couldn't just respawn back in, so we waited a few seconds, which is hilarious. Make sure if there's only like 4 seconds left and you're down, don't try to rest, just immediately try to end your life. It is the best thing you can do, because then you respawn instead of just dying. You're never going to get that res off, like maybe like 1 in 50, so it's always better to just go ahead and hit in your bottom of your screen to just go ahead and end it. It's the best thing you can do. Right here, we are going to use our turret to hit people in the front, and then just wait here for people to come over the wall. I saw them on my mini map right behind us, so it's an easy kill. Just turn around, go ahead and get it. But now we have one more guy left. That guy's not killed, he's just down. And then I see my turrets hitting the other guy, so I do have a little bit of leniency here to go make sure that we finish our kill. And then we're just going to go ahead, pop a smoke, and then hit our health. We see the people inside of our turret getting hit, so we can go right over there. We just saw it cracked his shields, and we know he's on top of this rock, and he's just literally shooting our turret and doing nothing else, which is great for us because it just makes him stuck on top of that rock and helps us rotate around, going ahead in there and getting the easy kill, getting a top 150. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.